The Campfire Whisper. A group of 5 friends sat around a flickering campfire deep in the woods, their faces illuminated by the dancing flames. The night was quiet, except for the occasional rustling of leaves in the distance. As the fire crackled, one of the friends, Max, leaned in with a grin. "Want to hear a real ghost story?" The others nodded, eager for a chill, unaware of what was to come. Max began, "There's a legend about these very woods. Years ago, a group of campers just like us disappeared. They found nothing but shredded tents and footsteps leading into the forest. But the footsteps didn't belong to the campers." A twig snapped in the distance, causing the group to freeze. Max chuckled nervously before continuing, "They say that late at night, if you listen closely, you can hear whispers. People say the whispers come from the campers who disappeared, like they're trying to tell you what happened to them." Suddenly, the wind whirled around them. "Did you hear that?" one of the friends asked, their voice trembling. But before anyone could respond, a shadowy figure stepped into view just beyond the firelight. The figure didn't move. It stood silently, watching them. At first, they thought it might be another camper playing a prank, but something about it felt wrong. The way the shadows clung to its form, how it seemed to flicker in and out with the fire's light. And then it spoke, not with words, but with the same faint whispers they had just heard. "We came for you," the voice murmured, so faint they could barely hear it. Max's face went pale. This isn't part of the story," he stammered, but the figure stepped closer, the whispers growing louder, filling the air around them. One of the friends, Emma, stood abruptly, her voice trembling, "We need to leave now." But before anyone could move, the fire flickered, the flames turning a strange, eerie blue. The whispers intensified, wrapping around them, pulling at their minds, tugging them toward the figure. It was no longer just a shadow, it was growing, stretching impossibly tall, its eyes glowing faintly in the night. "We came for you," the voice hissed again, clearer this time, the sound echoing inside their heads, "all of you." One by one, the friends felt an icy cold grip on their limbs, like invisible hands pulling them forward. They tried to move, to scream, but the words were stuck in their throats, paralyzed by fear. Emma was the first to fall, her body collapsing to the ground as her eyes glazed over, staring blankly into the night. Max reached for her, but his hand passed through her body, as if she were already fading away. "Run!" he finally screamed, breaking free from the terror that held him. The remaining friends bolted from the campsite, the whispers chasing them through the trees. But no matter how fast they ran, the figure was always just behind them, whispering, calling, drawing them closer. They didn't stop until they reached the edge of the woods, where the night was silent once more, and the only sound was their ragged breathing. They looked back, and the campsite was gone. No fire. No tents. No sign they had ever been there. But in the distance, barely visible through the trees, they could still hear the whispers, faint but unmistakable. The shadowy figure watched from afar, waiting for the next group of campers to venture too close. Max never told another ghost story again.